Let's get to this week's Up for Debate. Alexis, you came up with another good one, another what surprises you most situation. So we wanted to know what aspect of the Minnesota Wild season has surprised you the most, for better or for worse, right? So has it been the bad special teams? Has that been surprising? Has it been the comebacks? Has that been surprising? And has it been the points leader, Ryan Hartman? Has that been surprising? What say you, Miss Alexis?
I think that who the leaders have been on this team points wise and who haven't has been the most surprising to me. I mean, teams go through stretches of bad special teams, and yeah, it's been a little bit more below average than usual for the Wild this season. Comeback wins, I could give or take. Some have been surprising where it's like, well, they did it again. But I think that this team is good enough to win comeback games. But definitely the guys who've been leading the way have really impressed me. And we talked about this with Anthony LaPanta. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing that there's, some of the guys who we thought were going to be getting points aren't really up there as much. And some of the guys who we didn't think would contribute this much have been contributing. Right. But I think this is what you need. Those superstars will get rolling. Kevin Fiala will start to get points. Kirill Kaprizov has been tallying up points, more assists than goals, but he's been racking up points. Those guys leading the way offensively as far as superstars go will have their goals and their assists on the season. So it's nice to see that there's been other guys stepping up and getting goals. Ryan Hartman, Rem Pitlick, guys like that who you're like, holy cow, he scored again. And Rem Pitlick getting a hat trick and all of this stuff. And so that has been surprising to me, and the consistency of it. It's not like they come out and they have one good game and then it's like, oh, that was an unexpectedly good game from that player. Night after night, these guys who are on the third and fourth line are getting moved around like Ryan Hartman is, or guys who we didn't think were going to be maybe racking up as many points, especially with guys like Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Zuccarello, and Kevin Fiala in the lineup. It's just been really impressive in a good way. And hopefully they can keep doing this, because I think having depth on a team is one of the most important, like, intangible things that you can have for any sport, knowing that you can put anybody out there and they'll get the job done. Especially on nights where if your superstars aren't clicking, other guys will pick up the pace, and all of that. So I've been really impressed with that. It's been a surprise, I think, for not just me, but for a lot of Wild fans, and even just other people around the league looking at this team thinking like, oh my God, Ryan Hartman is leading the team in goals. You wouldn't have expected that at the beginning of the season. So It's a surprise, but a pleasant surprise. Jesse, agree or disagree with me?
I mean, I agree with you. We don't need to battle every single week, right? I agree. It's hard, and it's hard not to, right? Because I think that is the most surprising. I think you saw bad special teams last year, and you saw comebacks galore last year. So neither of those really are that surprising. I would argue that special teams is kind of on the up and up. It's just up and down. I mean, it's up and down, I guess, consistent. More so. Right. But yeah, I mean, I think Ryan Hartman, as we talked about with Damien Zattani last year, if you had asked if he was going to be the leading scorer, he's not up there at all. I could have listed 100, and he's consistently the scorer, right? I mean, you go
and he's like scoring good goals. It's not like they're like these lucky, like, oh, sure, he was left wide open and scored. It's like he's making good plays and involved in good plays and scoring goals.
Right. Like you saw Marcus Foligno and Jules Eriksson get hot at the beginning, but they've been kind of quiet, which is fine, and because you have guys like Rem Pitlick and Ryan Hartman. Wow. Ryan Hartman. We're talking about him.
We've said his name 80 times. That's okay.
Said his name 80 times. Yes. So not to continue repeating exactly what you said, but yeah, I mean, I think without question, having that depth, and that's going to carry this team forward. So it's exciting. It's a good thing. And not to mention, you still have guys like Adam Beckman, Marco Rossi, Matt Boldy down in Iowa who could come up and make an impact at any time. So very promising. It's good to have the depth. It's good that they're all wearing a Minnesota Wild jersey, as Dino likes to say.
He did say that at the post-game press conference against Dallas.
He jabbed at it. Yes. It's funny. I felt a lot of jabs from Dean last night.
A lot of jabs from everybody. The guys were feeling feisty last night.
They apparently don't like us coming for Kirill. I don't know. Whatever. I stand by what we did.